Here we go. So far, we have learned how to identify system operations from functional requirements. After that, we discovered two different patterns in addition to some guidelines to decompose an application into small and loosely coupled services. Right now, we will see how to define the service APIs. As I said, we have now a list of system operations in addition to a list of potential services. The next step is to define each service's API, including its related operations and events. The starting point for defining the service APIs is to map each system operation to a service. Then, we decide whether a service needs to collaborate with others to implement a system operation. If a collaboration is required, we will then determine what APIs those other services must provide in order to support the collaboration. Let's begin by looking at how to assign system operations to services. The first step is to decide which service is the initial entry point for a request. Many system operations neatly map a service, but sometimes the mapping is less obvious. In some cases, assigning an operation to a service that needs the information provided by the operation is a better choice. In other situations, it might make sense to assign an operation to the service that has the information necessary to handle it. To have an idea on how does this activity look like, you can pause the video and read carefully the table that link each operation to its corresponding service. The next step is to decide how the services collaborate in order to handle each system operation. As you can see in the table, some system operations are handled entirely by a single service. For example, the consumer service handles the create consumer operation entirely by itself. Other system operations span multiple services. For example, in order to implement the create order operation, the order service must invoke 4 other operations from different services to verify its preconditions and make the post condition true.